Hello, hello. Welcome back, everyone. Thank
You're
you.
a young player.
Oh,
Cool,
there you
cool.
go. How do you sound? Do you like how you
I
sound?
think I sound lovely. I think I sound smooth, real playeristic. I like that.
Guys, thank you for tuning in. You are back with the Underground Hip Hop Blog live stream, the biggest underground hip hop blog in the world. Today, we have the beautiful, the talented, the swaggy, the soulful WADE08 Black Man, Black Yokai. Who are you today?
Hey. The one and only WADE08. Shout out Larry June for the AAAs, you feel me? The Bay in the house. But yeah, man, it's a blessing to be here. Appreciate it, man. Young WADE08 in the building.
Thank you for coming through. So we have a lot to talk about, but first, I wanted to shout out All Inland Clothing. Thank you guys for sending me this fantastic merch. This is one of the hottest brands in the Inland Empire right now. We have Rialto, Riverside, Rancho, Colton, San Bernardino, Highland, and Fontana. Their newest merch is dropping with all the other cities in the IE, so make sure to cop that. And shout out to Buzz down the street. We have some amazing beer. I want to read some of these off. Okay. So
they look pretty delicious. I ain't gonna front.
Okay, let's try some. I'll give you this one. That one's watermelon. Okay. These are like some craft beers. So this one is called Eureka. It's called Dog Tart, and I got these because you have a song called Cat Dog. That's one of my favorites on the fucking album, Cat Dog. Throwing it back with the 90s references. So I want to try these. Are you a big craft beer person?
You know, it's interesting. While I set up this lovely Instagram live on my phone.
Go for it.
I am not very much so of a beer person. I am a wine guy.
You're a wine guy.
Love Pinot Grigio. I get my thing on with a little Moscato.
God, I should have brought wine.
You feel me? Damn near. But yeah, I definitely can get down with the beer. So, you know what I mean?
This is delicious.
Crack this thing open.
This is called a fruit beer.
Yeah, I ain't never heard of that.
IPA. Yeah, it's kind of good.
That sounds pretty fire.
Sometimes they're duds. Ooh. Last week I had on Trini. Shout out Trini. And we had this fruity beer, and it tasted like ass, dude. It was awful.
Really? That's disgusting.
It was so bad.
Booty do taste.
This one was pretty good, though. This is Dog Tart. What is yours?
I ain't gonna lie. This watermelon pretty fire. Things for your head. Okay.
Ooh. Okay. Cheers. There we go. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
All right.
Delicious.
So it's been a minute since I last talked to you.
Yeah, it has, for sure.
The last time I talked to you was a few months ago, and I was just getting all the background and everything up and coming.
Yeah, you got the whole scope of everything I had planned, from music to merch to everything. Right.
Check out his write-up that just dropped on the Underground Hip Hop website. It is the biggest banner. As soon as you go to the homepage, you're going to see it. Click on it, read it. We have all his links in there and everything. So since that time, I think that was around February, till now, what have you been doing with the project? You've been putting it together, you're still writing?
Yeah, so I think when you came through, it was around, I was close to finishing the project, getting ready to submit it into the mastering process. And so ever since then, once, the tape was submitted to get, beefed up, mixed and mastered, it was just all back in now. All right, what am I going to do for shows, promo, interviews, content? So that's basically what I've been working on for X-Files, and then along with the merchandise too. So once the music was done, the other portion of it, the merch, the rollout, the visuals. And so, yeah, since February, that's what I've been just basically on a lot.
Are you gonna release music videos for this album? For sure. I've been seeing your teaser trailers.
Yeah, the shorts. The shorts. Yeah, so that was another idea, because I said, wow, I'm definitely coming out with music videos. I still wanted to have other kind of content to get people engaged with the project. And, I've been a funny guy for God knows how long. I just figured I'd put this in a trailer, drop this in a short, drop this in some kind of content for the project. And it's been working well. So I was like, I'm going to continue to do the shorts along when I drop the music videos too. So you're going to see more and more of that.
Dude, they're so fucking funny. So do you just get these envisions in your head while you're writing or while you're chilling? You're like,
literally while I'm chilling. I could be taking a shit, taking a shower, eating food. It don't matter. I'll be randomly somebody say something. I'll be like, damn, that's hella good.
That's gonna be a great skit.
And the whole film will just play out in my head, and I'll be like, all right, well, this is a film. Do I got the budget for a film right now? No. I got a budget for a music video. Bam. I got a budget for a short. Bam. And so you feel me? I'll just refine it as such. But some of the ideas was originally gonna be short films. So stay tuned, man.
We're gonna stay tuned. We're gonna tap in. I know you have so many characters, and I feel like you're a character artist. Even your albums and everything, I just feel like character art is the way that you move, and it's been working out really well for you. But I want to know you are so out there on Instagram. You put everything out there, your good days, your bad days, your advice. Has that ever turned on you? Has that ever backfired?
Oh man, exhaustion from, being a resource, just being a vessel for that kind of stuff. Just exhaustion trying to replenish myself. So definitely it has backfired. And sometimes I'll take days or weeks where I'm not posting, whether it's I'm just trying to rekindle my thoughts or I'm trying to stay off Instagram, whatever it is. I'll definitely have days to where I give social media a break. Because while I feel like I got a platform, and in a platform I think you got a position to, utilize it to the best of your ability and for the best reasons, you still got to take care of yourself, man. Still got to take care of yourself. So definitely it has backfired when it came to just me being exhausted of expressing who I am. And sometimes I just have to take days to, I call it decompress and then rejuvenate. You feel me?
I feel you. Definitely. And I feel like, if that's not something that comes natural to you, it's really hard to try to fake the funk. I know there's so many content creators now doing shorts and doing skits and stuff, but it's just not entertaining as people that really just do it like as quickly.
It just comes. It just comes to you.
It just comes.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you write scripts, or you just like off the dome? You're like, I'm gonna put this out. You do?
I need to
you
now.
Do? Okay.
So like writing scripts, no. Do I want to? Yeah, I totally need to. For the fact that I have a journal where I've been putting down a lot of my ideas, and more and more of my ideas have been around like cinema, film, shorts, comedy. So I'm like, okay, let me see what a reading room like. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what's up. Let me get a script one time. You know what I'm talking about? Do a casting call. So absolutely, I plan on getting into script writing for sure. Because I already write songs. Might as well start writing these scripts.
Script writer, songwriter, poet, social activist.
Bam.
Honestly, you do it all. Shout out the chat right now. Thank you,
babe.
Expression. We got WADE08 in the building. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and send it our way. He just dropped X-Files, so let's talk about that. From your last album.
Yeah, the EP Love Files was a beautiful project. That was the intro to my whole experience.
Different vibes.
Yeah, it was.
Different fucking vibes.
These two projects, you could say they finish each other out, but they also, contrast each other. It's a comparison and a contrast.
There's a lot of open ends on X-Files, though.
Yeah.
It leaves you curious.
Elaborate. What you mean?
Okay, so just like the storytelling of who you are, you're kind of an anti-villain,
I like that.
It's on one hand, it's comical to watch these relationships play out, but on the other hand, it's also comical with like the commitment issues. You're an anti-villain in that way. Like you're on the hero's journey, but you're Black Yokai. You're still WADE08. Yep. And you leave it open-ended. You don't say, hey, like, I'm done with women.
Yeah, or like, hey,
or
I'm done being Black Yokai or anything. I very much so leave it to interpretation.
And why is that?
So like, it's funny how you was mentioning like Black Yokai and the villain and everything, because like the way that I go about just marketing the different things about me or presenting the different things about me, whether I set it in stone or I leave it like a cliffhanger, that's kind of how it goes. And so with this X-Files project, when it came to what came after the message, like the resolution or something like that, I wanted to be left up into interpretation. Did Wade learn his ways? Did he change as a man? Is he still being a hoe? What is left? Find out next on Dragon Ball Z type shit. You feel me? So like, I definitely say with this project, I touched upon a lot, but also I gave it up to interpretation for the listeners to take your own away from it. Take your own perspective from this,
Exactly. I really like this project. The cool ass sounds. You have some like gaming sounds every now and then. They'll just pop in something nice. Your production, dude, you really stepped into your lane. I really think that just listening to your whole catalog, just watching you grow, and even hearing you from like a year ago till now, I just feel like, COVID was a blessing for you.
It was.
I feel like you probably locked in and just really focused on everything that you had to get done. And you can tell on the album, you can hear it. Your beats are extremely layered. The bass hits. You can hear the West Coast. You can hear the Bay.
You feel me? LA has bled into me so much. I moved out here in COVID.
Yeah, you did. Talk
moved
about
out here,
that.
yeah, like literally what you said, a lot took place in COVID from when it came to growth, figuring out what I needed to do for my project and my image, and just the combination of me being from the Bay and LA, it really got solidified back in March 2020 when I came out here. So being in South Central, just waking up every day, I swear I had nothing else to do but to make music. And I'm in LA tapping all these different creatives. It was only right that it bled out into my production, into my music. And I mean, I've been told you, I'm a fan of Battle Cat, DJ Quick. I can go on down the list, you know what I'm saying? So Yeah, bro. Like X-Files, it started. It started when I was living out. Where was it? It started when I was in the Bay Area, but it really got cultivated when I was in South Central, in my apartment that I'm at now in LA. And so the project, I'll honestly say, it was one of the first projects I made that I said, oh wow, this is something that I think I want to go about differently when it comes to dropping it. And Matisse, shout out Matisse, she also is on the same tip. And so that's why this project, it sounds sonically enhanced because of Ice and because of Luis Lou Moreno. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to them dudes. Shout out DJ Ice from the Corner Store. Shout out Luis Lou Moreno. Straight up, that was love for them. And I met them out here in LA. So that's like, that Beta LA tap in and connection right there. So yeah, it was beautiful, honestly, when I came out here because the music I made, from X-Files to the unreleased tracks to the connections that I've gained from, different engineers, producers, artists, it's all been cultivating itself to help me push this music to a whole nother level, starting with X-Files.
And you can hear it for sure. Do you think that your other projects, you were as open to take advice or even just to get other input on, other people's perspectives on producing? Because this one you had Matisse heavily throughout the project.
Right.
Is that something that...
She be throughout all the projects,
all
though.
The projects.
For sure. Like, she's the person there when I'm, going through my own mix and my own engineering state. She be there when I'm recording, like, every step of the project. If she ain't there through the entirety, she know, the phases of it. All right, Wade getting ready to make a project. All right, Wade's been recording the project. All right, now we getting ready to do with it. So with this one, being on it, as in lyrical wise and background vocal wise, she definitely had a bigger presence because with Blap, that was super Bay Area. Super, you already know what it is. And so, like, I definitely want to establish myself too. You feel me? And it be everything. I want people to know who WADE08 is and where we're from. And that's why Blap, it was very much so I drove that tape heavy. And then Love Files came, that was like me tapping into my R&B-esque side of me. And so to help take it upon another level, it's only right to get a lovely black woman on this thing called Matisse Marie, man. So it's like, yeah, it was beautiful. And on top of that, we lived together. So like making this project at the crib, she heard it. Yeah. Both artists should come down. Let me add this. Let me add that. You want to say that bar? Try saying this word. So it was only right that she was a part of the process. Along with like, she also was the one that, advocated towards getting it mixed and mastered. All my other projects, I mix and master. I'm the only one doing the engineering side. So
let's talk about that. So you're more open now to get that done, from a different set of ears. So what definitely made you make that decision?
It was just at the end of the day, my team around me, and honestly Matisse, because I still am adamant on if ain't nobody tapped in or if my budget ain't looking right, it's going to come out how it's going to come out because I'm going to sauce it up and make it come out right. But she was like, hold on, before you drop this and have it come out, let's shop it around, bro. Let's go ahead and tap in with, somebody who can take your quality to the next level, regardless of, budget or things like that. Let's put that in the ether. Let's put that in the air. And I said, all right, babe, let's do the damn thing. And it was a beautiful thing. So that's another thing that I learned with this. Like all my other projects, I'm the one doing the engineering, the recording, the mixing, and mastering. Can't even say that, you feel me? But with that being said, when I decided to send off the stems to somebody else, I realized this is the process of outsourcing. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a wait, or this version 1 don't sound like version 3, and you want this one sound for version 2, but they got to go all the way back to that because they're on version 5 now. Just the back and forthness of, trying to make sure something is to your likings and it's from somebody else's abilities. And boy, man, Ice abilities and Moreno's abilities, Lou, they came through. They did their thing, bro. So it was dope that my first time getting a project, mixed and mastered, outsourced, it came out beautiful. I was in love with it. And the process of linking with Ice and hearing him literally take it from here to here and watching it, I was a student once again because now, you know what I'm saying, I know things to ask for, what to do. So it was a complete learning experience that I do again.
I was so shocked. It must have been, I don't know if it was the second or third song on the album. It wasn't you.
Bing, 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 bing,
I was listening to this and I was like,
bing.
I forgot what I was listening to. I was like, did my Spotify just like change it up like real quick?
I just made y'all
I was
fall
like,
in love
it's the
with Garrett
same
Gloom.
album?
Yeah, you guys just
Oh
fell in
my
love
God.
with Garrett Gloom. So this is the theory that we have.
Yes.
I'm gonna just explain that
That
right
was
now.
dope. That was dope.
Matter of fact, check it out. United Masters, y'all gotta figure it out because when Matisse uploaded the project, the song Garrett Gloom's "Is This a Date" was very much so previously uploaded before X-Files. The theory we think is whoever is, if it is somebody handling, when it comes to uploading our music or whatever it is, they got a mix up. Whoever Matisse is sending the music in, because it's somebody that's handling, blurry vision. When it came to that, they said, okay, bet we just gonna upload. I guess they didn't double check that when they uploaded X-Files, the second song on Spotify was actually Garrett Gloom's song. And that's the weird thing. It's only on Spotify. It ain't nowhere else.
What?
It ain't on...
This
no.
is the exclusive.
Apple Music is the only correct. Everything else is miscorrect. I mean,
Okay.
incorrect. So I'm
Okay,
like,
okay,
huh?
okay.
How I do that? How Apple Music got everything correct, but Spotify, Tidal, and...
So what was it supposed to look like?
It's supposed to be literally starts off the second song, starts off with a voicemail, and it says, "Hi, you've reached the voicemail box of a fuck nigga. Please leave a message of the reason why he ain't shit after the tone." I did a whole spin on the voicemail, so Apple Music, go play that. That's the actual version until United Masters get that thing fixed.
Damn.
You hear a whole guitar and everything else, and the homie called me, was like, "Hey, bro, my mama, bro, you went left field, but this kind of hard, bro. I fuck with this." I said, "What you talking about? Spotify, bro, your second song. It ain't you, right? Or is it?" I played it. I said, "Damn, that's the homie Garrett Gloom." Shout out my boy.
Hey,
Shout out my boy. Shout out my boy.
It was not. It was surprising, and
Man, he
but you
fired,
know
though.
what? That's
he fired.
he was so good, and that's the thing. Sometimes it's the unexpected that makes albums,
Hell yeah.
make you turn twice. Like,
Man, that's like cross promo real quick, double promo.
For
You feel me?
real.
Because I can tell people go check it out. You know what I'm saying? Until it get corrected, and he gonna tell people, "Hey, look, go slap my new song named Fuckboy Feelings that's on WADE08's project." You know, you gotta make it work, man. Turn water into wine and back into water.
I think it's really good too because it shows that you're not afraid to like hand the mic to someone else, even if it's on your own project, and that is in and of itself selfless.
For sure. I got features on that thing, but with
Yep.
that one, that was a
That was a whole
complete
ass song.
mistake too. That should not have happened. So like, even though it's a mistake, we gonna make it work in our favor. You know what I'm talking about? It ain't nothing. Like I said, turn water into wine and wine back into water. But yeah, man, shout out Garrett Gloom. Go slap his music. That will get fixed though on Spotify and everything else. That second song shall get fixed.
Hey, that's what's up. Okay, so
Facts.
my favorite song. Well, actually, I just
Yeah,
want
what
to
you
kind
like
of
off
go
that tape?
through.
Let me know.
Oh my
You know what I'm
god!
saying? Let me
Well,
know
I
what you
can't
like.
say
What
some
you
of the
think about that
words.
tape? Yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying?
But
The song titles, they are very profanity in that
they-
thing, but it's purposeful.
It's accurate,
It's
though.
purposeful profanity.
So I like the third track.
I'm glad you
They ain't
did.
shit.
Men are trash. The clean, the PG-13 version of that name. Men are trash.
The one with KB Devon.
Oh yeah, Cat Dog.
Oh,
and that
and-
real nigga need it.
That one's my favorite.
My favorites is Y'all Go
That
Slap,
one's my
Niggas
favorite.
Ain't Shit, Real Nigga Need It, and Cat Dog.
Those are literally
For sure.
those are my
Go
three
crazy.
favorite that I put in the write up.
glad.
I was like, these
I'm
are the
glad.
highlights of this album. Shout out KB Devon.
Shout out my boy.
He's awesome.
KB Devon with an HN at the end, not just the N. That's another thing United Masters got to
Oh,
go ahead
no.
and fix. Whoever was doing my uploading, y'all got to,
They're
don't do
probably
me wrong.
dyslexic. I don't know.
Don't do me wrong. Do X-Files right. Do me, KB Devon, Chris O'Bannon, Matisse Marie, all the artists on that thing right. Don't slap that.
You guys got to fix your shit. But
Man.
KB Devon, so he's a really interesting guy. I've been listening to his
Facts,
music
man,
for a
for
few
bro.
years. I found him on an obscure, so I've been following, obviously we all follow XXL, but no one really follows the up and coming list.
Nah.
So a few years when I used to really, really heavily track those, he was on the list. I followed him on Twitter. I checked his shit out. I sent him a message. I was like, yo, like, your shit is dope. Like, keep going, keep going. And I thought it was so funny. When I saw you guys linked up out here in South Central, how did you guys meet? What was the, creative process like? Tell me
Man,
everything.
I'm telling you, when it comes to, I'll just get this disclaimer out right now. When it comes to Wade tapping in with LA, you can thank Matisse Marie for that. Hands down, completely. You can thank Matisse Marie for my connections out here in LA. I have my own, but when I think of all the LA people I know right now, I know all of them through Matisse. I have to separate my thoughts. Be like, this who I know on my own. This who I know from Matisse. So with that being said, man, it's just so many people I've met through this woman connecting me and playing her position on the team as, you know, an A&R and much, much more. So that's how. KB Devon was, she knew him. She was telling people about me. She told him about me. I think this was, we first met maybe like 2 years ago or something like that. 2 years, been fresh. It's feel longer, but I swear like 2 years ago is when we first linked up at his studio. And the rest is history. Just getting to know this guy, you know, coming over there. Sure, you know, we both make music. We're both artists. We both sound tight together. But what's your favorite movie, bro? What, like, do you smoke weed? Like, can we kick it together? Can we be partners first? So it was building a friendship that led to us making music together. And ever since then, it's just been gravy. It's just been
you don't ever put a lot of features on your projects.
Yeah, I definitely
You
don't.
seem very selective about who you choose.
Yeah.
And are you the type of person where you have to be friends with whoever's going to hop on your music before you put them on? Because you are putting them on.
I've been doing that more. I've been doing that more
You
to
know?
where I have been cautious of who I do rap with. For the fact of the matter, for me, it's just personally for me as WADE08, the artist got to match the man. So I make sure that if I'm this dope raw ass artist, I also want to be the same as the person as a human being. You know, I got to. With that being said, I know sometimes like some homies of mine, whether it's they either want to get featured on the track or they tap in with me for features. I'm just like, at the end of the day, my guy, shoot, we not about to do that right now. For either your music and my music aren't on the same wave.
It's hard to say that nicely.
Right, it's really, I'm trying to figure it out right now. Because you know what I'm saying? I
Right.
done had these conversations with plenty of friends, but it's no malice.
Really?
It's no, I done had this conversation back in the day. Not recently, I will say, not recently.
Okay.
But back in the day when I was dropping like Blap and not X-Files, Love Files and Tuck Mode even way back, I definitely had to tell homies like, look, I ain't even gonna lie, bro, you my homie, but you kind of be on some nut shit. I don't even want to put you on my
Right.
music because at the end of the day, the person that you are, man, all of these things, as much as we may not want them to matter, I've noticed that they do matter in this world's, in today's day and age, you know what I'm saying, in this world's industry. So absolutely, I done told homies like, hey, look, you my dog and all, but we got to talk. We got to sort some things out. We got to be cool first before we rap together. And then even on the tip of, I'm not dropping this kind of music right now, so it wouldn't match in how I'm trying to go about rolling out my music. Let's drop this later. Some dudes will be like, yep, I'm cool up this. Nigga, I don't want to tap in. And it's just like, if you can't understand how I'm going about my music process, it's all good, bro. I ain't going to be mad at it. But shit, that might be the last time you get to tap in with me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. I feel like it's also really hard too, as you know, being underground, being up and coming, when you have to draw the line in the sand, like, hey, like we're both in this together but separately. And I think you know, especially being an artist, there's a lot of emotions, like that's how a lot
Personal
of art
business,
is made,
man.
And so it's like hard because on one end, like you all are trying to, you know, bring each other up, but it's like you have to respect the boundaries, and it's hard to, you know, where's that line?
It's like it's like for me nowadays, the reason why I also have that mindset is because this music shit is a brand. This is how we make money. This is how I'm going to feed myself, my family, my future generation. And we're in a day and age to where you might be affiliated with somebody, and that affiliation with that person could cut your sponsorships, could cut hella shit. Like we've seen people get caught up. There we go, that word. So as unfortunate as it is, I'm gonna say it again. Yeah, if you're an artist, you kind of gotta watch how you move, watch who you rap with, watch who you post, because you're not just an artist no more. You're a brand, bro.
Yeah. How do you think that's like changed? Do you think it's changed?
Hell yeah. Good music don't even speak for itself nowadays. If you don't have a rollout, you may not get noticed, and that's something that, as we all artists coming into this game, we respect it. Like, oh yeah, I got fire ass music, but I don't got no interviews. I don't got no mixed. I mean,
visuals.
Like there we go, music videos. I don't got no interviews. I ain't got no tour. I don't got no merch, and I'm probably not gonna get on. And your peers would be like, "Yep, that's probably right." You mean to tell me that's where we at now? Yes, it is.
So do we want to change that? Do we want visuals for everyone? Do we want survival of the fittest? Like, what do we want for the future?
Like, I'm trying to get in where I fit in so I can have the foot power to make a change. You know what I'm saying? Because for me, I really do miss the era of when motherfuckers was dropping mixtapes left and right. You had Currency dropping a mixtape a month. You had Lil B dropping how many Flame volumes?
God, Lil B.
Like,
Shout out Lil
B. Daft Piff, Spin Rilla. Like, come on, bro. It was an era when people was just dropping tapes after tapes.
Definitely.
Nowadays, I don't think you'll see an artist do that at all. They will drop one project and push that thing, which is great, but it's definitely become I don't know if it's like an algorithmic era.
You know what I think it is? I think it's like some people, I think there's two schools of thought. I think some people are like, whatever I put out, I have to die on this hill. Like they have to live with the fact that this is gonna be, that's them.
Yeah.
And then some people are like, fuck it, I'm gonna keep going and going until I get the hit. I shout out City Girls. I was listening to JT talk about this, and she was like, I'm gonna keep going until I get a fucking hit. And that is how she controls the whole narrative, the media. Like she just like, I'm just gonna keep doing it and keep doing it and keep doing it.
That has led to a different my bad, but that has totally led to what we're in now. The hits, the getting on the radio, the singles, the virality. That has definitely led to, I think, a decline.
Do you think there's a more respectable school of thought? Like, okay, I either have to, because, you know, something that you put out 3 years ago and you're like, yo, this is the best shit, this is the best thing I'm ever going to do or whatever. And then 3 years later, you've evolved and you don't even make that sound anymore. And some people are like, oh, I have to die by this sound. Is that better? Is the hits better? Which avenue would you say, if you had to compare
for me,
or contrast?
It's since I literally have what you said, you know, 3 years of music, and then you make more shit, and you're like, damn, I don't even make this no more. That is what I have tucked off, getting ready to, you know, figure out how I'm gonna drop it. And so I was having this conversation with the homie a few days ago about, damn, I don't know what music to drop because I don't want to drop this. And then months later, I come with this, and then it seems like I'm all over the place at left field. Yes, I think today's day and age in music, specifically like rap and R&B, but specifically rap. Once you drop a certain sound, you're stuck in that sound. Ain't nobody else gonna let you come out of that, really, even from your fans.
That's true.
To you know,
anyone,
interviewers, or, you know, other artists. They might be like, hey, I ain't gonna lie, I remember that song you was on? I'm trying to get you like on that kind of shit. So it's unfortunate, but also at the same time, it really does depend on how you go about it, because we've also seen artists drop one kind of sound and then drop a different kind of sound, and it works. You just have to figure out how to make it work. And at the end of the day, another thing is, you can't let too much of what the market do to you, from your consumers, from the viewers, from your, you know, your peers, from the people that you might be in business meeting with, your colleagues. You can't really let too much of that outside go into your artistry, because, man, what make you happy, dog? Do you like making different kind of music? Do you like this different genre blending? Even though the bag and the money and the finances and what's making you pop is, let's say, a trap sound. If you got an R&B bag in you, drop it. Do your thing. And just make it work for yourself. That's how I honestly been going about it. Because for me, I got too much. Man, I got too much shit. I done made shit that's Daft Punk infused. You know that. I got a LA sound of me. I got Bay Area sound of me. And it's like, if I dropped all that at once, people be like, man, what is going on?
But you know what?
I'm going to make it digestible. The discography going to make sense, you know?
Here's the thing, though.
Holla at me.
I think there's a common thread throughout your catalog, and I think that's why I really like, you can hear it. If you hear, like, if you came out with a beat tape, which, by the way, you really should.
Man, I used to, but I might have to. I don't know, because people know how to SoundCloud the MP3 and YouTube the MP3, and then it's over.
Man, but I love your production, and thing is, I think there's a common thread throughout all of them. Despite, yes, you've tapped into so many different pools of music, from fucking
definitely a common thread.
Love Files, X Files, Black Man, dude. The production. Honestly, that is the common thread. That it's you, and even in this write-up, go ahead and check out the write-up on Underground Hip Hop Blog. I talk about that. I talk about you have grown into your sound a little more here. And even on your next project, let's say you go a completely different lane.
Right.
Let's say, I don't know, just all trap, just trap heavy and, you know, hi-hats and that's it. You would be able to say, this is WADE08, and he just tried on a different hat today, but this is him. Because you can't, I feel like you, as a person, don't take out those key elements at all.
I make it work for me. Like, whether I try a new sound,
it shows that you know who you are. Like, really that is what makes you
I've been very much so. Thank you, for real, because I've been making sure I refine my image, or like who I am, my essence. There we go. I've made sure I refine my essence on my music to where you know what's up. Whether it's some trap, some R&B, some Bay Area, some soul, some real hip hop, you gonna know that's WADE08. My host calling.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, man. I made sure that when you hear me on the track, you gonna know it's WADE08, even if it don't sound like a beat that I might get on, even if it don't sound like, damn, he auto-tuning. The melodies are stacked. Okay, player. You'll know that that's WADE08 right there.
Okay, so can we talk a little bit about some of the more expletive content on the X-Files? I want to know what is going on in your life.
Absolutely, bro. So it's funny because Love Files is it was post. It's funny.
Okay?
I'm self-forgiving right now on some G shit. I'm self-forgiving right now. I'm going through a state of self-forgiveness. And so that means I've been trying to abstain from women all energy-wise, whether it's in bed or even in DMs. Abstain. I'll be honest,
Do you
it
get
ain't
hit on
going
a lot
that
of
well.
DMs? DMs are crazy. Instagram is a dark place.
It can be.
The Wild West.
It can be. It can be a brothel, and at the same time, it could be a newsroom. You never know what the hell you might get on Instagram or Twitter, man. Social media nowadays. But honestly, yeah, I've been in a very self-forgiving phase, just for the fact of the matter, like, all right, man, as I get older, you see how, honestly, your ways was back in the day. Called walk down memory lane. So I've been having a whole lot of those. It was Love Files when I got into a relationship, and it ended. And so that was kind of basically a synopsis of how I felt about that.
Yeah.
But then X-Files was me being a single man exploring this polyamorous lifestyle and exploring this polyamorous lifestyle and just basically figuring out what works for me. And honestly, on top of that, the society that we in, even though this might work for me, how am I affecting other women? How am I leaving my impression on other women specifically?
Yes, your fucking TED Talks on Instagram.
Man.
I read every single one of them. You honestly give very sound advice. Very thought out fucking.
Hell yeah.
Because we all kind of go through the same things, in relationships, and maybe this will work out, maybe it won't. But then, even what you were talking about the other day, you went on and you said, even if you have been straight up with someone and said, hey, I am not trying to be invested in a committed relationship, but you still continue to see them, and you were talking about how that's still a form of like leading someone on.
Yep, it's crazy.
Oh, wow. That was so, for a man to say that, I was like, what?
I swear to God, like,
I didn't know if men acknowledge this or not, but that is very
I didn't
true.
know either, which is why I've been doing it. And it's funny, I be
Do
asking.
Men know this?
I don't know. I be feeling like an anomaly, like the only one sometimes. But I know I'm not. I know I'm not.
I don't know.
I know I'm not because I've asked female homegirls and they're like, no, my partner was just trying to da-da-da-da-da. And like, no, wait, there's other dudes who think like that, da-da-da-da. So it's like, okay, cool. There is men out here who are being aware at the end of the day when it comes to being a hoe, being a cheater, whatever the case is when you have this effect on a woman, do you think about it? When you did X, Y, and Z to a woman, do you think about it? I personally, be honest with you, I don't think a lot of men do, whether it's from condition of society, music, your background, your circle around you, whatever the case is that led you not to acknowledge or have awareness of how your love life is. Yeah, that's like the norm. So for me, that's why I talk about it, because I feel like it's the norm. I see my partners, I hear it in music, I see Justin LA Boys page and other spinoff pages like it, perpetuating certain kind of isms and shit. I'm like, this ain't even ism. This ain't even knowledge. This shit right here is just gonna keep people in a little love construct. So I'm like, all right, bro, I done been aware. I see this kind of shit. I did this kind of shit. This is my thought. This is my explanation. This is my resolve. Is this yours? Next thing you know, you'll see a whole Instagram story about that. So facts. I be wondering if other guys be thinking about it or talking about it.
I don't know.
And they do sometimes because of my stories, yo. I swear to God. In my
Maybe
circle, in my yeah, like I done changed some homies. I done changed some of my niggas on the low.
Maybe you should introduce
I done changed some of the homies. I got you, bro, because some of my partners are becoming aware. Like, you know what? Maybe I should not have this woman sleep over at night if I don't even want.
Wade's Instagram story changed my life.
Maybe I should not tell this woman to go out on dinner with me if all I want to do is hit. Let me think about my interpretation and my message and my intentions and all of that. I'm like, yeah, I done changed some partners.
It's more than the music. It's everything. It's the TED Talks daily.
The artist got to match the man. You feel me? If I drop this tape X-Files, but I'm not trying to change as a man. What the fuck am I dropping this tape X-Files
In the
for?
words of Shakespeare, doth the clothes maketh the man. Modern terms.
You feel me?
Wade really is that guy. I want to talk about, before we go ahead and listen to your fucking music, track 3. They ain't shit.
That's the best one. That's literally like.
They ain't shit.
That's
I
like
wanna
my
know why?
Brent Fires
Why
bag.
aren't they? For everything that we mentioned?
Literally, the chorus, the song is called "Niggas Ain't Shit," and the chorus goes, "All these niggas, they don't love you no more." You can say that's what I'm saying. All or all. I said all, but you could think all because man, from the looks of it, it is a majority of men who may not take love and commitment in a relationship with one woman as seriously as they did back in the day. We are growing up on different values, different traditions. We have so much shit that we are exposed to on a day-to-day basis in the love department. And I will say, in my opinion, for my generation, our generation, a lot of what we are exposed in the love department does now perpetuate polygamy,
polyamorous
relationship, cheating even, like straight up, like
well, it not only
women would, I've
promotes it.
seen things talk about women would be a whole lot happier if they accepted a little cheating. Now, this may not be on everybody's Twitter feed or Instagram feed, but I think it's on a lot of people's.
I think
city girls walk them like a dog. So it's like music, the culture. Sure, this is how people are expressing themselves. This is how people are coping with some things. This is how people are learning themselves. But when you put this kind of music out, I just be thinking about, damn, the demographic. This is what they're going to listen to. And some people, this is where they get their life principles from. Like, some people really move off of their favorite artist quotes and their favorite artist lyrics.
You know what? Juice WRLD.
I didn't think that shit, but some people rich. Man, bro. So I didn't think, I swear to God, I thought you got your ism from your mama, your daddy, your folks, your uncle. No. Some people, this another quote. Some were raised by IG. I was raised by OGs or something like that. I didn't see that damn quote and shit like that. It's crazy. Social media is really raising generations, and nowadays
that's a scary fucking
music
thought.
is too.
I'll drink to that.
Hey, hold on, because I've been drinking. Shout out this shit fire.
Thank
drink
you,
to
Buzz.
that. Please let us come back and raising generations and not social media us, because it's some shiznit.
Well, if you want to go outside and grab Matisse, we're gonna let the listeners hear some of your music. We're gonna vibe out to it.
Man, you can go ahead and play that Niggas Ain't Shit, because that is literally an example of how men should do better with women. Come on now. Listen to that first verse.
I was
Enjoy
twerking in my room to this
glad,
whole album.
I'm glad.
Even,
you know what I'm saying?
Even the
this should make you twerk
ones.
and make you think about your ex relationships and think about you as a lover.
Crying while I'm twerking.
You feel me? Hey.
I just get it and go. All these niggas, they don't love you. All these niggas, they don't love you no more. I just get it and go. All these niggas, they don't love you. Better love yourself, baby, better love yourself. Better love yourself, oh baby, better love yourself, baby, better love yourself. Better love yourself, better love yourself. Better love yourself, baby, better love yourself. Better love yourself, oh baby, better love yourself, baby, better love yourself. Better love yourself, better love yourself. What you really want a nigga to know you for, girl? I ain't got no time to know you. I just got time to bone you. I might just take you out so a nigga can't take you down. I'm a freak, baby, and I need a freak too. I don't even wanna know what you doing tomorrow. Only thing that I want is the love of my ball.
Shout out Cairo for watching this and fucking texting me during the live. He said we need some twerking right now to this song.
Man, everything. I might have to call some of my little woo-wops.
We need background dancers.
Call my little woo-wops in the background.
Downtown Underground Hip Hop Blog.
I really don't know which one I want, but I know they hearts belong to me. I don't care what they see in me. I don't love you no more. I just get it and go. All these niggas, they don't love you.
Sad but facts.
All these niggas, they don't love you no more. I just get it and go. All these niggas, they don't love you. Better love yourself, baby, better love yourself. Better love yourself, oh baby, better love yourself, baby, better love yourself. Better love yourself, better love yourself.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Yourself. 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 Love all of it.
All these niggas, they don't love you no more.
No, they don't.
I just get it and go.
They get it and go.
All these niggas, they don't love you.
This is facts.
Niggas ain't shit.
Man.
Woo! Hey,
You know how many girls
they
hit
don't
me up
love you.
and was like, oh my God, I swear to God, oh my God, I swear to God. I swear to God. Why you have to yell at me like that?
That's real.
Oh, you hit it on the money.
They were crying while they said it.
I want this tape to make you shake your ass and cry and think about your love life.
At the same damn time.
On everything. That's what I want you to go through. I want you to be like, damn, these beats is fire, but the shit that he talking about remind me of that dude from 2017 that met my mom when he shouldn't have. Like, yeah, that's exactly what I want you to go through.
Oh, you're preaching to the choir.
Yeah.
Shit. So I want to know your advice to women to avoid, but you know what? I want you to be like the devil's advocate. Your advice for women to avoid these scenarios, and your advice for men to keep
Stay
on
away
playing.
from motherfuckers like me on everything. If they handsome, moderately short, because I'm not short, I'm moderately short, and they're talented with music or anything in the artistic field, run. Get both of your feet together, do what God made you do, which is walk, but kick it up a notch and run.
God give
on
you two
everything.
good legs.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Use
if
them.
you mess with a rapper, if you mess with...
That's the quickest way to get to be hurt.
For sure.
You know, I have
Somebody
not.
in
I
the
have
music
not.
industry.
I have not and will not because it's
cold.
a dangerous field.
Like, it's sad because I'm like, damn, bro, why y'all get at us like that?
That's the thing, though.
But it
So
has
many
literally been so
girls.
many. It has been so many.
So
It's
many
like a
girls
track
want
record. It's
that,
history. It's
but
statistics.
Like,
It's
so
statistics.
many girls want the celebrity or they want
Yeah.
the artist,
The
but it's
image.
like, oh, do you know the fastest way to make you feel like a worthless person is
Possibly, very much
to hook
Date
up
somebody in this career.
in the industry because there's 10 a penny, hundreds. So that's your advice to women. So what is your advice to men to keep
I'll say,
killing?
to add on to this advice for women, keep doing y'all. Y'all are great. At least I will say majority of women, because of course there are women who have been hurt, traumatized, conditioned, and you just projecting that off onto the now men that you meet. Same with men. Like what we say, hurt people or something like that.
Yeah,
So with that being said, like, you know what I'm saying? If you got some shit that you dealing with and you over here thinking that you toxic, you probably not. You probably just traumatized and you working through it on everything. Like that's how I was. Bro, I was a broken man building myself back up. That's probably a lot of dudes that you women be trying to quote unquote change. And that's another thing.
Don't change men. That's
some
my
women,
advice
it's funny,
to the women
it
out there.
really is.
Don't change them. They
Or at
will
least
change
maybe not
themselves or they
try
won't.
to change a man, but at the end of the day, nah, some men will change for a woman. Like
But that's on them.
Yep, exactly.
I don't think a woman can do that, and I don't think a man can do that.
Nuh-uh.
Men
You
don't
might-
need to save these women.
Yeah, so with that being said, honestly, it's like whether it's you that sparks a change to be a better man or it's a woman that sparks a change, something sparks a change, and that something could be a someone. Advice to women, don't try and make sure you are that someone, because it could still be a something. It could be a situation in life. It may not be a person that this man changed for. It might be a happening, an event, a memory that this man changes for. So with that being said, for women, keep your love for yourself and extend it to somebody who's going to give it back onto you, aka reciprocity. If he's not reciprocating it, don't even dish it out no more, because that's one of the biggest ways I will say for a woman to unfortunately get a little bit hurt. Because y'all think with your hearts a lot. I will say, while us men do, and many men do,
I think they think with other things.
yeah, exactly. Why do you think this head in our private and this head up here in our mental is the same shit? Head. I be like,
Wow,
I be wondering
that's
about that.
deep.
I be wondering about that.
Who named? I don't know.
Exactly. Who came up with the anatomy of a man and some of the names that we
Probably
be
a
using,
man.
bro? You feel me?
It wasn't a woman. That's for damn
Like,
sure.
if anything for us men, I'll say transparency a little bit more. What? Not only that, emotions, bruh. Man, show them things. Women love emotions. Y'all love that. Y'all
I
fall
love-
for a
if a-
dude
if
who'll
a
cry.
man-
If I cry in front of a woman, you might fall in love. Like, bruh, it should not, that should not
That
be the
depends on
thing.
the woman.
Yeah, on God, I done met too many. Maybe it's just me and my circle and what I've experienced
Well, it
over
depends
life.
on what you're crying about. That's the thing. Maybe I've
Anything.
had too
Let a
many
man
men
be
cry
open
about,
and be very honest with just life
but
in
when
general.
they're crying about their mistakes, I'm like,
Okay, let me change that. Not crying, atonement. That's a different
Okay.
word. Because crying could be pity. Atonement means acknowledgement. Like, you are aware. Like, you trying to, damn, bro, this is really who I am and I need to change. When a woman senses, not emotion, but a man trying to change. Oh, man, that's some shit. Whatever
That's
it is.
hard.
No, not hard. That's hard to not fall for. Like, whatever
that's
it is.
what I'm saying.
Yeah,
That's,
we go.
It's,
Ooh,
you
man.
can't ignore that.
And
it
that
makes
is
you,
me,
it
like a
stirs up something.
motherfucker, bro. Because I always try and, whether it's finances, me being a brother, me being a son, me being an artist, I'm always looking for a way to try and be better and really be accountable about that. Like, damn, I wasn't doing this. And so, yeah, I done met a lot of hiccups in life where I thought somebody was going to be a booty call and it turned out to be a whole lot more. And it is what it is, bro.
Damn.
You got to handle those things as they do, man.
You got to pick up the phone and just Anticipate life. You never know what's gonna be on the other end. You may think it's a booty call, and then you're
it might turn
3
into
years
something
down,
so
and you're
much
like,
more
man.
beautiful. But shit, that's only because I've just been trying to be right, trying to be transparent and honest with a woman, bro. And that done got me in good places and bad places. So for women,
And beautiful music.
yeah.
Yes.
For men, to be a little bit more honest, be a little bit more transparent. Women, do not be trying to change these men, of course. And on top of that, keep your love for yourself. Reserve that. Don't keep dishing it out to these ancient dogs.
That's right. Sound advice from WADE08.
Hell to the year.
X-Files is out now. It dropped yesterday. You can find it on all major streaming platforms. Go ahead and shout out your IG, your Twitter,
please do.
your everything.
Check a young player out, man. WADE08. I just changed it back because I had Black Yokai. I had Wade Yokai. And I'm like, all right, man. Black Yokai is anime. Wade Yokai was just so I don't have no numbers or Instagram. I mean, underscores in my name. WADE08. That's the boy. That's the boy. WADE08 underscore on Instagram. Check me out. And yeah, that's for surely one of many to come. You know what I'm saying?
Woo, we got more on the way.
Come. Absolutely a lot more to come, man. It's just getting started.
Hey, that's what's up. All right, look out for WADE08 on Instagram, Twitter, everything. You guys know where to find his music. Everything is out now, and he's got more in the future. Thank you guys for watching. Underground Hip Hop Blog, biggest underground hip hop blog in the world, forever.
Hey, gang.